As I'm just collecting myself, just take a few breaths and just relax and settle in. Give yourself permission to be here in this moment and just breathe. Let the chair beneath you take your full weight. Acknowledge any random thoughts that pop into your mind. Acknowledge them. Don't try to push them away. And as we go on this journey together, remember that if you see what I'm describing, all well and good. If you feel it, if you smell it, grand. If you don't, that's fine too. There are no rules or regulations about how this experience is supposed to be. What is important is that you give yourself permission to be here and spend this time in this place. And you will get that which you need in whichever way, shape or form is best for you. Listen to the sounds around you, the ambient noise of life, and the sound of the bells and the hum. Listen to the sound of my voice and breathe calm, relaxing breaths. On this journey, I'm going to call to my beloved Dragon Collective to protect us and keep us safe as we move into the different realms. For this, I'm going to use a poem, The Dragon's Call. And as I do, if you love the energy of the dragons, call them in as well, in your mind's eye or in your heart, or any other guardians and guides you may have with you. Known and unknown, said and unsaid, seen and unseen. We work and walk in the light and welcome them with us. Dragons of earth and sea and sky, dragons of fire around us fly. Dragons of night and those of gold, come close and let your wings unfold. Dragons of love and those of change, be with us now, then rearrange to dragons of change and those of love. As below then, so above. Dragons one and dragons all, come close and heed this dragon's call. As the dragons come close, they spiral and swirl around us, they dance and weave, and they bring forward a soft, gentle magic, the dragon's breath. The spiraling, swirling mist, like the mist behind me. As the mist dances and moves, it fades away the walls and ceiling and floor around you. It comes close and dances upon your skin. And we, alongside the energy of the dragons, are drawn into this beautiful mist, up into the clouds. There is a sense of excitement and movement, but we are safe and peaceful as we dance in the clouds. After a short while, we have a sense of moving downwards, back towards the earth, and as the swirling mists recede, we find ourselves walking upon a pathway. This pathway leads us to a small old cottage. It leads us to another time. The cottage itself is ours. We remember living there. There's a warm fire in the hearth, It is basic, but it is home. We walk behind this cottage and we see small fields, tilled soil, frozen, frosty. The grass beneath our feet is cool. The trees are bare, and the plants have upon them the dance of hoarfrost, and our breath can be seen and is visible. It is cool and cold. We do not feel cold, as it were, but aware of that sense around us. And as we move to the back of the house, in the sky, quite distant, is Mother Moon. She is full, silver, blue, bright, white, beautiful. The magic and energy in the air is palpable. It crackles, dances with the hoarfrost. There is an aurora around the moon, a gentle, soft rainbow of moonlight. And the occasional cloud moves slowly in the sky. We walk the pathway just up the hill and around, seeing the tilled land ready to receive the seeds, ready to receive our dreams and hopes. But this is the snow moon, and the soil is hard still. It is difficult to plan ahead, to know what to do. Your head may be filled with many thoughts or worries or hopes or dreams at this time. So it is a shock a little when you see before you an old lady sitting by a large steel cauldron. It has a fire below it that crackles and moves, and you are drawn to the warm flames. The old lady, the crone, she stirs this cauldron, and you know instinctively that she does not have words for you. She's just there to hold this beautiful space. As you come close, she lifts out the ladle and offers you to drink from it. As with all things, it is up to you whether you wish to drink this magic potion, this water, this elixir, or not. If you do, you drink deeply, and the warm liquid fills your throat, your stomach, and it extends down, strangely, all the way to your feet, out to the fingers and toes, up to your head. It is refreshing and soothing. It is exhilarating. It is beautiful. You have many questions or thoughts. You have many things you wish to express and ask this old lady. What will the future bring? How will I get there? How do I do what I do? Where will I go? But you know you must not ask her. So you call down the moon. To call down the moon, then, look up into the starry sky. Look to the face of Mother Moon herself, her loving, soft embrace radiance Her peaceful nature soothes you. And as you look from that moon into the moon reflected in the water of the magic potion of the cauldron, the moon comes closer. The old lady starts to gently sing. She hums and thrums, and the moon seems to get larger and larger, reflected in this space. The moon is called down into the cauldron. You place your hands either side and look deep into the face of Mother Moon. Take some time then to ask the questions that your heart is filled with, your mind is filled with. Sow those seeds. Plant those dreams. Ask for help and guidance. Ask away for a while, and soon I will return. Your attention is drawn away from the pool, back into the starry sky where Mother Moon shines down upon you. And as you look at her, moon-gazy in the moonlight, the fire beneath the cauldron feels like it starts to expand. It starts to gently thaw the earth. Well, the moon is high in the sky now, but the earth is starting to thaw. Your breath can no longer be seen. It is warming, as Mother Earth is warming, as we move from winter to springtime. You decide to walk upon the fields, and as you do, each one of your steps starts to thaw the ground. As you look out across the valley, the rolling hills resemble those bodies of sleeping dragons, and the clouds in the sky above you the same. We move into the year of the wood dragon, focusing our energy from our hearts out into the world to find and receive those things that we need. So place your hand over your heart, and as you do, you will feel a seed an idea, a thought, be placed into it from yourself. Place one hand upon the ground, and the ground will melt. The ice will melt and the ground will be fertile. Dig a little hole, place in the seed, cover it over. Walk around this field, walk up and down the furrowed rows, planting those seeds, getting things ready for the year ahead. Each one your hopes and dreams, each one your wishes for yourself, for your friends, for your family, for humanity, for the world. You do not have to plot these seeds out meticulously. Give them space to grow. Let Mother Nature run her course. At this time we would search for balance. Balance between the work that we do and the fun that we need to have. Time for yourself and time for others. And like these seeds, we need some space to grow and flourish. We need to nurture ourselves as we would wish to nurture others. The field is thawed, and you have planted now your seeds. The crone reminds you of the water in the cauldron, and you take a ladle and now go back and pour this beautiful silver blue elixir upon each of those seeds. You do this from your heart. Imagine liquid love pouring down your arm, down through the ladle, down into the earth, to give these ideas and thoughts and hopes and dreams the best possible start. As time passes, Mother Moon wanes in the sky, and we can see the pre-dawn pale blue as Father Sun begins his journey. From the forest not far away, the birds start to wake and sing. The simple beauty of the dawn chorus. Touches your heart, and it expands all that you are. You may not have heard this for many a moon, but it inspires you. Upon the stone wall, the robin comes close and sings his beautiful song. And as he does, the first buds of the snowdrop, crocus and daffodil can be seen starting to grow, as those hopes and dreams of your year start to flourish already, as the warmth of Father Sun starts to take place and to move, and to expand as we move from the depths of winter towards springtime. The first rays of dawn break through the beams of the forest and the beautiful mists that spiral and swirl and dance around. They bathe you in sunlight that feels warm for the first time this year, this first time this winter. The warmth, you can feel it upon your skin, upon your brow. The inspiration of Arwen, of magic upon the brow, of your thoughts and hopes and dreams. In the dawn's light then, as the mist dances and spirals and swirls around this cottage, contented with your night's work, you start to walk down the field. You walk in through the doors of the cottage, place a few logs upon the fire and warm your toes. Sitting in a comfortable old armchair, soft and gently you fall to sleep. As you fall to sleep in that world, the spiraling, swirling mists of Ratan return, the magic of the dragons dances around us and melts away that world, and we are drawn soft and gently back, back, back. Back through the mists, back through the clouds, back to the here and now. Softly and gently back to the sound of my voice. Back to the chair, back to the room. The swirling mists start to recede, as does the energy of the dragons, our guardians and guides. We start to feel around us, our bodies, as you breathe more deeply, the chair beneath you once more. The walls and ceiling and floor come back into view in your mind's eye. A last gift from the dragons is one red, one white, spiral and swirl themselves around your ankles and draw some energy deep to ground you back into the here and now. Before we end our journey, give thanks to the guardians and guides. To the old lady, to the robin, to the crocus, snowdrop and daffodil, to Mother Moon and Father Sun, to the earth, to yourself for taking this time. Breathe more deeply then, gently move your fingers, roll your head from side to side if you wish. Take a few deeper breaths, softly and gently, without rushing, but as soon as you're able. Open your eyes and return.